Okay, welcome to another Fridays 45. Thank you to all that answered last week on Prince's Purple Rain. The concert that he put together to practice for that tour was actually at Bogart's in Cincinnati, and it was headlined as the Red Hot and Blue Tour. Great job to those who answered, and thanks for the conversation. Keep it going. I want to go on this week, and I want to introduce my next song. My next song, I'm actually going to talk about two artists because two artists sang it, and both artists recorded it within the same year. And that song, of course, is "My Sweet Lord" by George Harrison and Billy Preston. And they both, you'll notice, are on the Beatles Apple logo, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But let's talk about the song a little bit. The rumor is that they were on tour in 1969 December. They were finishing up a tour with Delaney and Bonnie and friends, and they were at a press conference. And George stepped back behind and started messing around with this kind of tune and this religious kind of words he was kind of playing with, and Billy Preston helped out, and a few other people kept out and said this is how it might sound. So that's where it got its roots. Billy Preston actually recorded it first in January of 1970. He recorded it in London, and it has some influences from the Oh Happy Day from the Edwin Hawkins singers. What's interesting is the Edwin Hawkins singers were actually in England when they were recording this, and they invited them to sing backup, and you can hear them in Billy's version, which is absolutely amazing. It's my favorite out of the two. They're both great songs, but Billy's I believe it dominates in this category, and you may think I'm wrong. George, he recorded his in May after he broke up with the Beatles, and he had a lot of friends in on this. He actually had Phil Spector help out. He actually, Ringo helped out on drums. He had Clapton in on some guitar, and even Peter Frampton. He had do some overdubs and a few others. Too many to mention, but it's a great tune. It was put on Billy Preston's album Encouraging Words that was released in September, and it was put on George's album All Things Must Pass, which was actually released in November. Now the single is has blew up with George, and it actually hit number one in the UK. It was the number one selling single that year. And Rolling Stone ranks it at 454th as some of the greatest songs ever made in rock. Some of the greatest songs ever made out of the 500. A few other things I want to talk about this song. There's one more record I have to mention when I'm mentioning this song. This song, "My Sweet Lord," the song by the Chiffons, "He's So Fine," right here. This was put out, and if you ever listen to the two, they're very similar. Well, of course, there was a court case that went in the 70s about copyright infringement, and the courts came to the conclusion that George Harrison did indeed unconsciously have this song in his mind while he was writing "My Sweet Lord." So some royalties did go over to the carrier of this record, and I believe it was 1.6, and copyright was also fought until like in the 90s of who would carry the copyright on it. George held the copyright on it. But it's an interesting story. There was a country singer, Jody Miller, who put out "He's So Fine" and actually used the guitar riff from My Sweet Lord on her version of "He's So Fine." I don't have that copy, but just interesting to dig in and look and learn a little bit about this song and the background it has. I find it very interesting that the Edwin Hawkins singers were also invited in to sing backup. It's great soul feel. If you've never listened to Billy Preston's version, please click the link because that's the one I'm including in this video. My question to you is, which one do you like better? Do you like George's version or do you like Billy's, and why? Give me a reason. What does it say to you? What does it bring back a memory? So that's basically my question this week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Be safe and enjoy, the hot air, and I will see you on the flip side.